Amanda. I'm a program manager from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm so excited to be on Love Island. Well, I've been married now for about 1.5 years, but I'm coming to the villa to really just find my perfect connection. Preferably if he's 6'8", tall, obviously, redhead, skinny, and like his name has to be Chandler, so. I love a guy who has good banter, is funny, and can keep me on my toes because he's tall. No shorties. Get him out of here. I just like love a good flirt. I love a good time. And I just like really just can't wait to start my Love Island adventure. Can't wait to find the one, my husband. Can't wait to see my husband at the villa. Hello and welcome back to Overbooked. I'm Amanda and I hope you thought that intro was a little funny, probably really cringe. But today I am giving book recommendations for the Love Island cast. I love Love Island, and specifically I love Love Island UK. Like, it's my favorite, hands down. Like, I just can't get into the US. I've been warming up to the Australia version, but the UK one just has my heart. So it is what it is. Love Island UK just started their new winter season, and the first episode was finally released yesterday to the US on Hulu. So I've only watched one episode, so this is literally just book recommendations for the initial cast, including like the bombshell reveal joiner guy. All of these book recommendations are very surface level. I mean, we only meet these characters. We only meet these people for about like 2 seconds, and I don't really know anything about them. I don't know anything about their personalities, but you can't judge a book by its cover, but we're gonna try to today. And then deliver them a book. So we're gonna go through. I also selected a book for Maya, the new host, and oh my God, she's freaking gorgeous. I can't take it. Like, all of her outfits are amazing. I love it so much. We're gonna start with our new host, Maya James, and the book that I recommended for her to read is 9 Perfect Strangers because I feel like it fits fairly well with what's going on at Love Island. 9 Perfect Strangers is with 9 people going to this like mental health retreat, rehab kind of center, where they're all supposed to like go through this like wellness routine and feel refreshed. But it ends up being like this insane, like insane scenario. And like all of these 9 people are like in this really crazy scenario that no one would ever think about together. And then there's like one person kind of like running everything and running the shots. And like these people have kind of like no control of what's going on. I kind of feel like that's how it is on Love Island. I mean, there's all these contestants. There's even the host, and the people who are really controlling the show are the producers behind the scenes. There's a lot of times where I'm like, this chat didn't make sense. You know, why are these people doing this? But I'm sure the producers are telling these people, I said kids. I mean, they kind of are kids. Some of them, like, they're 20 years old. Oh my God, what are you doing on Love Island? Anyways, you know, I'm sure they're calling the shots for some of these people. And that's kind of how it is in 9 Perfect Strangers. So, you know, Maya James, to accumulate to your new role, I thought you kind of would look at this other like similar situation of strangers coming together, co-inhabiting together, and going through like just crazy scenarios. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was great. You know, just really immerse yourself in the experience you're about to undertake. The first contestant that I will be recommending a book for is Olivia Hawkins. She is something, and I feel like we're gonna have to be watching her. She was the most interesting person so far, and I feel like if you spark an interest on day 1, okay, got my eyes on you. She's gonna be messy. I feel like she's gonna be messy, but I love a good mess, okay? That's what I want. That's what I need from the show. As much I'm probably gonna hate her decisions, am I gonna be like extremely mad about them? No, probably not, because it gives good mess. I love a good mess. So I found this article about all these contestants, slightly spoiler free, so I'll link it in the description below if you want to check it out. Olivia says that I'll bring the fun, the vibes. I'm a very confident, bubbly person, maybe a little bit of drama. And she's like an actress, and she's like a ring girl. Here's the thing. For some of the contestants, I really struggled coming up with a book suggestion. I just didn't get enough information about them or good feel about them, so some of these are just kind of like random. For Olivia, I came up with 4 book suggestions. Yeah. So the first one I came up with Reputation. Second one was Sula. Third one was Ask Again, Yes. And then Wahala, because I feel like there are main girly characters in all of those books that provide drama. They're messy and they're just like all over the place. I think what I'm gonna land on is Sula by Toni Morrison, because the characters in one of the main characters in that book is this girl who is friend with this other girl, and like they're in this hometown of theirs, and she ends up stealing her friend's man. Like she's just like, you know, doesn't take names. She's in it to win it, okay? And that's how I think Olivia's gonna be. I don't think she's gonna care about the friendships that she has. I think she's really just gonna go after the man that she wants at the time. And we kind of already saw that a little bit in the first episode. I mean, she already like kind of took this chick's guy and like the beginning coupling, and then later is after another guy that the same girl is with. So I don't know. I think Olivia should read Sula, you know, maybe see what it's all about, you know, see herself reflected on the pages. Okay, so the next contestant is Tanya Menhanga. I don't know if I said her last name right, but she is a student and influencer. I think she's studying science. So she says, I'm super nice, but don't let it fool you. I want to be friends with everyone, but if you're going to be cheeky, I'm the sort of person that'll give it back. I will bring good vibes and good energy. I love that. I love good energy. I gave her 2 suggestions. I was thinking through it. These are 2 books that kind of happened. I didn't really get to know Tanya very well in the first episode. So it happened one summer because the main girly in that is like an influencer, kind of like socialite kind of person. And then the next one was Transcendent Kingdom, because the main character in there is a scientist, and I think she's still maybe studying to get her PhD or something. So I think I'm gonna land on Transcendent Kingdom because the main character is in science. She is, I think, a student, and she's also dealing with just like a lot of other like life stuff. And I feel like, you know, Tanya's gonna be dealing with a lot of life stuff in the villa life stuff, not like real life stuff, but like villa life stuff. Okay, so the next one is Tanyel Raven. I don't know. I get really bad vibes from her. I'm not feeling her. I'm not feeling her energy, okay? She's been a little like, I feel like she has some like little quips. I think she's like overconfident. And at the end, like, you know, the host comes back and is talking to him, and she's like talking about how like, are you guys all like happy with your couples? And then like she turns to the guy that she's with and says, he's already married up. And I'm like, we just saw him talking about how he's into like maybe 2 other girls or something. Like, girl, maybe don't think like that and say like comments like that. It just like seems rude. I don't know. She seems like the kind of person that may be messy, but I'll be like, not wanting that mess. You know what I'm saying? Her dream dinner date is Piers Morgan, who I'm pretty sure was like friends with Trump. So that just makes me feel uncomfortable. Explaining why she wants to be on the show, she says, I do feel like I'm ready to meet someone and push myself out of my comfort zone to meet someone who's not my typical bad boy type. The first bad boy that works into the villa, she's gonna be all over him. That's all I'm saying. I had a struggle picking a book for Tanya. And I should say, sorry, before I get too far in, all the books I'm recommending for these contestants are all books that I've read. I'm not recommending a book that I have not read. That's why maybe there's like more limited options there. For Tanya, I think I'm gonna recommend The New Wilderness. The New Wilderness is this book about how at this future date, this group of people are living in this town that's like, the world is super polluted. It's over polluted, and in order to have a more healthy life, they go on this journey outside of city limits that is not like, I don't know, regulated or something. They're trying to find a place to live outside of these city limits that no one has really like ventured to in forever. And there's a woman that like leads this pact, and then she has a daughter. Both women are extremely frustrating, especially the daughter. I just find that they make really dumb decisions. They say really dumb things, but we're supposed to root for them the entire time. Kind of do, but at the same time, you're just like, what the heck are you doing? Like, I'm annoyed. And I feel like that's what Tanya is gonna be doing for me in this whole season. So that's why I'm like, maybe read about yourself. In a much dire consequential situation. Maybe she'll redeem herself. Lena Jenkins is the next one. She's 25, she's a makeup artist. We love that, we love makeup. She says, I think I will bring a lot of flirtation, I'm funny, and I think I'm just a good person. So I'll probably get on with everyone. So I love it. I think she seems like a girl's girl to me. I love a girl's girl. You know, we gotta stick together. So I love that energy. I hope that's what she is. I hope that's what she is. I hope that's what she does. I'm giving Lena the book recommendation, It Happened One Summer. The main character in It Happened One Summer is this like really flirty, popular influencer society lady, you know, and she goes to this small town because she makes this major mistake, and her stepdad's punishing her, cutting her off from her money. But, you know, she's like making the most of the situation. She's like having a good time. She has really good energy. She's a girl's girl. You know, she ends up finding this really meaningful love in this small town. So, and as Lena says, I'm looking for something that's a bit deeper, something more serious that can turn into something long-term and hopefully a little love story. I think Lena would really like It Happened One Summer, and I think she would really enjoy the steamy parts because I really did as well. Next contestant is Anna May, and I think I would give her the book The Wedding Crasher. She says, I'll bring the fun. I'm always up for a laugh. If someone tells me to go and dive in the pool, I will probably do it. I'll bring energy to the villa. I'll get everyone up playing games. I'm also not afraid to get in someone's way. If I like someone, I'll let them know. You know, her friends and family describe her as energetic and something. She's just, you know, ball of energy. She's always talking. I think like her being like willing to do anything and just kind of like always say something reminds me of the character in The Wedding Crasher. I mean, the chick in Wedding Crasher literally like stops a wedding from happening and then ends up like fake dating the groom from that. And I just feel like that's like wild, you know, something Anna May would maybe do. You know, she's like, hey, I'm up for anything. Let's do it. Anna May gets The Wedding Crasher. So Kai Fagan is next, however you say his last name. Kai is sus to me. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy Kai, okay? Not loving him right now. Just I feel like Kai is just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be a womanizer. I feel like he's gonna jump around from girl to girl. And I feel like he's gonna tell girls something and then really mean something else. So I'm giving Kai, oh great, I'm caring, loving, and impulsive. Something you always want to look for in a man, impulsive. Especially on Love Island, when there's just girls after girls coming into the villa, and then when one day you're impulsive enough to go, you know, leave your couple. Kai, I don't trust you. I am giving Kai the book His Only Wife, because that is a book where a woman is married to a man who's not even at the wedding, and he is just very absent in their marriage. His family is wanting her to, you know, get this guy to be like, you know, totally in love with her and totally committed to this marriage. But later she finds out that he's with other women and with another woman in particular. And it's just like this messy whole ordeal. And I'm like, you know what, Kai, I feel like I could hold you pulling some stunt like that, like living a double life, but while telling both women that everything's fine. And I just, you know, Okay, so we got Ron Hall. I don't know, I think he's cute. I don't know what it is. He's a financial advisor from Essex, and his dream girl is American singer Madison Beer. I had to look her up. I have no idea who she is. I didn't listen to any of her songs. She doesn't look familiar. Do you know who Madison Beer is? Please put a comment in the comments below. Like, let me know if I actually do need to spend time listening to her music. I don't know. He says that he's a very funny, charismatic, but genuine person. Oh, his parents said that. So I love that. He seemed really chill, nice. I don't know. He just seems like a very like wholesome kind of guy, you know? And that's like everything that his description is saying. His parents are saying that he's super nice, good morals. His friends say that he's a good person to be around. Love that. Ron is also blind in one eye. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I love, you know, disability being showcased on Love Island. Like last season we had, I can't remember her name, but she was deaf, and that was just like cool, and like I loved that representation. And I just was like, let's go Love Island. I mean, sometimes you're not representing like great. I mean, there could be more diversity. Ron, I think I'm gonna give him the book Only When It's Us, which is a romance novel about a deaf guy and this female soccer college girl. They're in college together, obviously. And they have this class together, and it's like she doesn't know he's deaf and like gets like really mad at him for not responding or talking to her. And then like, you know, later she finds out. But anyways, the main guy in that book is like super nice. He's super wholesome. He's super genuine. You know, he's super like, I don't know, nice. So I was like, okay, you know, matches the description. Ron, don't let me down. Next one is Shaq Muhammad. I'm like loving Shaq's energy. I think he's nice. He has a great smile. I'm loving him. He works in airport security. I think that's interesting. His little intro video was funny. I just am like, I don't know, enjoying his vibe. He says, I'm a great boyfriend. I'm very kind and thoughtful. Parents always love me. And his parents say that he's a good person. You should marry him. I mean, I don't know why these boys are all have like their parents talking them up. Like, what? None of the girls have like, my mom and dad say I'm this. Like, it's just the guys that do that. I don't know why. Yeah, he's just like a nice guy, loyal. Seems loyal. I am giving him the book 7 Days in June because it's about a guy who seems very genuine, he seems very real, and he is very loyal to the girl in the book. 7 Days in June is about these two friends who fall in love, and then unfortunate event happens and they are disconnected and essentially kind of like mad at each other. And then later, years later, they meet up for 7 days in June, and it like kind of explores their friendship and relationship in different ways and what went wrong and what went right and what they didn't know about each other at the time. You know, he's giving me that energy. I like it. I think he would enjoy the book. He's looking for a wifey, so he seems like he's like a really solid, good dude. So I like that. Will Young is our resident farmer. Let's go, farmers. I just love it. I love it. I don't know why. There's like this reality dating show that's called Farmer Wants a Wife that's coming up. So I don't know if this doesn't work out for you, look at that show. Figure it out. We'll see what happens. So he's just really into farming. Honestly, that's kind of all I know about him as a farmer, and he really, really loves farming. Like, he loves his job. I thought about giving him the book, The Third Plate, which is this nonfiction book that looks at the agriculture of food and the like development of it's not just the food that we eat. Like, it looks at the meat industry, plants, soil, all that stuff, and like takes you really deep into like how we should be ethically and sustainably growing our food and eating our food. And I just thought that that would be interesting for Will to read. He's really into farming. So maybe looking at all these different aspects of farming. I think the book like went into like it was set up in different parts. So it was like soil, sea, land, and like something else. I can't really remember. So like looking at seafood, looking at like land animals, and then like for consumption, and then soil, like so what's in the soil to make plants great. I don't know. I can't remember what the fourth one was, but I feel like he would just really enjoy it. It's really up his alley, I feel like. You know, Will, he really loves farming. Let's learn some more about farming. So we have Harris Nahami, that's next. And the only thing I literally know about Harris is that he's a TV salesman and that he apparently is very charismatic. He is very good at sales. He's great. So the book that I suggested for Harris is Black Buck, which is all about this young man who goes into sales, and it's kind of like this satire look at the sales industry and how like whitewashed it is and how just kind of like culty it is also. So it's a really interesting book. I get frustrated for reasons that are not really related to that premise. I thought the main character just didn't respect women enough, and I didn't think that needed to be a part of the satire. But I think that the man is obviously very charismatic. He's like the top leading salesman on the team in the book, and Harris seems to be, I don't know, a great salesman. That's all I know about him. So he's getting Black Buck. So the bombshell that came in was Tom Clare. Literally know nothing about him. He came in the first episode for 5 seconds. So this is his little description. He's a pro footballer. Friends and family would describe me differently. Obviously, my mom thinks I'm the most amazing person in the world. Again, guys, please stop. Your mom's always gonna say that. And he said, she thinks I'm the best thing ever. Bless her. My family knows how loyal and genuine I am. My friends would think I'm a good laugh, a top guy to be around, probably take all the girls off them. And he's a High School Musical fan and would like Zac Efron to play him in the movie of his life. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. The more now that I think about this description, I'm like, I don't know if I agree with the book I gave him. But it's literally all I know. He's genuine, he's nice, his family loves him. He's a pro footballer. So I'm giving him Always Only You, which is actually the second book to the book I suggested above, when it's only when it's us. Always Only You is about this like pro hockey player and then this marketing chick that's on the team, like she works for the team, the hockey team, and their romance essentially. The guy is like a pro sports person and his family loves him. Like his family is a very important part of his life, and apparently, family is a very important part of Tom Clare's life, since that's all he gave us in his description about how much his family and mom loves him. I think that would be a great book for him. He would see another pro football, or not football, but pro sports person whose family loves them, I guess. I think that's great. Those were all of the contestants from the first episode of Love Island. I know that some have probably come and gone already, and that's fine. But I really just wanted to take a stack of the first episode with all these contestants and suggest books for them. I think what I want to do is at the final episode, the final 4 couples, I want to suggest books for those folks. I'll definitely know them a lot better at that point, so it'll be a lot easier. But this was super fun, and I had a good time looking through all of them. In the comments below, let me know if you watch Love Island and if you agree with some of my book suggestions, or if you're like, listen, girly, you have stuff to come. Let me know, but don't spoil anything. No spoilers. I'm a very big proponent of no spoilers for Love Island. So nothing, no spoilers. The description of the contestants that I'll put in the description has some spoilers. They're updating it as it goes. Like, I've already been spoiled a little bit while using this, but I just really needed this because I needed something, you know, other than the first episode. So you've been warned. I'll put a little note maybe as well. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you've liked this video and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys next time.